Alright, so today we're going to do outliers. And we've done outliers before when we had a single variable that we're measuring. So measuring outliers with two variables is going to be slightly different. So let's first put some data in our calculator. So I don't like this that I have. So let's put for our inputs, we'll put some easy numbers. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's easy. There is a way of having your calculator do that automatically. And but for 10 numbers we can type them in. And let's put in some random numbers in list 2 here. Maybe I'll try to get a fairly strong negative association. Anybody want to tell me some numbers that you would use for your output to get a strong negative association between the numbers 1 through 10 and those other 10 numbers? So you want 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to do the last one as 0 so I don't get a perfect correlation. So I'll do 0 here. Alright. So let me make a little scatter plot. Turn my scatter plot on. Oh, it already says it's on with list 1 and list 2, so that's good. Let me check my y equals. Ooh, get rid of that. And now I'll do a zoom stat. Zoom number 9. Okay, that looks lovely. Good. You got a negative association. So let's analyze this a little bit. So first we have our scatter plots kind of analyze things. What's the next thing we do in our analysis? Least squares regression line. What do I push? Stat, calc, number 8. Defaults to list 1 and list 2. So I'll show you a little thing we can do. So this says 11.2 is my A, negative 1.05 is my B. Let me copy these numbers down. So my regression equation is y hat equals 11.2 minus 1.05x with my r squared of 0.9929 and my r of negative 0.996. I guess I'll go one more. 0.9965. Okay, so I have a little information here. Anybody know how I could take that graph on my calculator and superimpose the regression line right on top of it? Alright, so I could go to the y equals screen. You with me? Now I need to get, I think I go into vars? Yeah. And I go into statistics. Are we caught up? Alright. Number 5. And I go to, I arrow over to EQ, and it says reg equation. That's what I would like to put in my y equals screen. So I think I hit enter there. Oh, and yeah, it put it in there for me with all the decimal places. Ba-boom, it's lovely. Yeah. Okay, so I'm on the y equals screen. So the buttons I push are going to be vars, dead number 5, statistics. Oh, this is why this is good that it's being recorded now. Arrow over to EQ, and it's number 1, regression equation. There's another way to do it, but that's just one of the ways of doing it. Okay? So now I'm going to hit graph, and I see that my equation is my line is graphed there, my line of best fit, my least squares regression line. is right there. It looks pretty darn good. Okay? So I said we were going to look at outliers today. So an outlier would be, like maybe some little rogue point over in here, or some little rogue point over in here. Okay? So let's throw a rogue point over in here. Give me a coordinate for a point right over here. 8, 8. That should be an outlier. So I'll go to my stat. I'll go down to the end of list 1 and list 2. I could have gotten to it faster here. And add 8, 8 to each list. Oh, add 8 to each list, sorry. Okay. Now we'll run through the same things again. So let me get back to my clear screen. Oops. Second quit. Stat, calc, do another linreg, still on list 1 and list 2. And my new equation is y hat equals 10.9 minus 0.9, I would just call that 0.920x, with an r squared of 0.757, or an r of negative 0.8699. So you should notice some differences right away with the outlier. The outlier has made changes in a few places. This outlier has not made a big change in the y-intercept. It's made a little change with the slope. And really influenced my r squared. Okay, so if I'm really affecting the r squared or the r value, I have what's called an influential outlier. Okay. Effects r squared or r, or the slope, or the y-intercept. So we can look at all of those and decide if we have some influence. All right. There's such things as outliers that don't really change things too much. And so I want to try to look at an outlier that's not going to be influential. I'm going to show you how much influence you can make with different points. So, here's my data. There's essentially what my scatter plot looks like right now. I can make an outlier, and I want you to try to figure out what this outlier would be. Why don't you try to make an outlier right there? Tell me what you think the coordinates of that point might be. Negative 5, 10, 13. Negative 5, 13. All right, so let's hope this one shows up as not being too influential. So let me change that 8 and 8 to negative 5 13.